You had just talked about getting the principle right and the balance right between performance and result. Let's get your analysis.
Yeah, well, results are results. And at the back of a bad result, obviously nobody feels good. And then the minute you start thinking with your heart, you end up saying things that are more emotional than rational. But looking at it from a more sober perspective, one, there's a few acknowledgements that one has to make. We didn't defend well. You never win matches of football when your center of the defense is this weak. Both on the ground and in the air, I thought we were weak. We never had the authority to resist or repel balls, and we suffered as such. And even in terms of our build-up play, it was clear they were narrow and a bit higher, even though they gave us a bit of space for the goalkeeper to come out of the box. But then what we needed to do, because you can't play through, they're a bit narrow and compact, then you have to go around them. Our access to both the left back and the right back was a bit slow. But the second half, the minute we came back and corrected that, then you saw a different game altogether. Now we needed to do more of that. But one thing that I picked up again from Moroka Solos, the minute you've equalized, then you look like, no, you're okay now. Now you get your hands in the pockets and then you become cocky and all that. We needed to put more pressure. And also the second goal that we considered is another mistake that I'm sure we could have avoided. And the chances you got, yes, we did get. We should be more clinical. The goal we scored, I thought, was also a beautiful goal, good aggression, more intentional, and we can learn from that. But with all those acknowledgements, one has to go back and compliment Richards Bay. They put up a good shift. You could see they showed they wanted to win. They had more desire and determination, and that's the difference between us winning and losing. And we just have to dust ourselves and move on.
The instruction from the first half into the second half, coach, because we look at the way you started the second half, stretching them, and that's how you get that equalizer. But then you try and reinforce the midfield as well. You did talk about Zuma coming in. You did talk about Aplache as well coming in. What transpired there?
Yeah, I think one, you look at the energy levels. You look at people who are a little bit more threatening going forward. We had to bring out Palani because Mchali has the ability to collect the ball in the midfield and drive forward. And when you do that, you still have the ability, the guile, and the finishing capability of Zuma. You're trying to manipulate things to be more offensive whilst maintaining balance, as you said, in the midfield. And then you go on and try to see, okay, how else can I add an offensive player? Who can I bring out? Should it be an AJ now? A bit later. And then you bring out centre-back, Ukwanda, you bring in Phillips into the centre-back position, Umakubela at right back. So you try play your pieces in a manner that says you don't want to lose your balance. You still want to be threatening, but you must not remain vulnerable. You got to box very smart. And some of the things that the decisions you take, some of the pieces as you move them, it is stuff that maybe a train you had not tested, but the game says. So you have to be alert and awake to be with the game. If you miss out, then things fall apart.
Things falling apart. The speed factor as well from the Natal Rich Boys, especially in that first half. The coach was talking about the energetic players, the youthfulness. You could see them.
Listen, in players of more years is experience. In players of young age, you find that exuberance, you find that energy, which is a beautiful thing. And now it says to you that if you can play a game of football and think that the changes that are made are actually to your benefit, it might actually be a threat that those people want to prove a point. You look at Umbutuma, how he played. He played quite well, and he's only 21. You look at also Ukumete, he's only 21. They're also showing that they want to play. So whoever comes back from those who are injured or senior team, they will realize that, goodness me, when they were in there, they did well, then I should step up. But a lesson to us is that, listen, as long as you're good enough, man, age ain't nothing. Listen, if he's good enough, I mean, age doesn't matter. Play him. And I'll do the same, but congratulations to Kaitano Tembo, the bravery and also delivery from his players that, listen, he gave the opportunity and they took it. If you're given the opportunity to take it, what else is required from you?
Thank you, Coach.
Great pleasure. Thank you.